Welcome to your morning flow. Let's start in Vajrasana at the back of our mat. So sitting on your shins, just gently bring your hands to rest on your thighs. Close your eyes. Take a moment to really connect with your breath. Taking a deep inhale through your nose and deep exhale through your nose. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. While we're here, let's establish an intention, whether it be for our practice or for the day or for something much bigger than that. Just hold on to your intention while you breathe. Reflect on it. Meditate on it. Just let it become a part of you. Take one more deep inhale. Hold the breath at the top. And then slowly exhale through your nose. Flutter your eyes open. Bring your hands above your head. Exhale, fold forward, coming into child's pose, perhaps opening up the knees a bit wider so that you can bring the chest down in between, bringing the forehead to the mat, extending your arms towards the front of the mat, finding flexion in your spine, and breathing into the hip flexors. Taking it gentle and easy with your body, being where you are, allowing yourself to relax and to focus on the breath, to connect with the breath. Deep inhale, long exhale. Inhale, exhale. Deep inhale, long exhale. Continue those slow breaths in and out through your nose, connecting to your breath, understanding how your body feels, feeling every sensation, and just allowing it to be and letting it go as you breathe. On your next inhale, start to lift your hips up, moving forward, then bringing your hips all the way down to the mat. Walking your hands out in front of you so that you can bring your elbows right under your shoulders. Forearms are on the mat, coming into Sphinx Pose. Gaze is forward. Make sure you're not lifting your head up too much. You're not hyperextending your neck. Just find a long curve of your spine here in this gentle back bend. And again, inhaling deeply through your nose. And taking long exhales through your nose. Inhale. Exhale. Perhaps closing your eyes and just focusing on your back, feeling how it feels in your spine, how your shoulders feel. If there's any tension there, just connect with the breath and try to allow yourself to relax. Soften your shoulders. Allow yourself to feel supported by the earth. And then ever so gently start to walk your hands back a little bit so that you can push your hands into the mat, lift your hips up, send them back, coming back into child's pose. And this time in child's pose, let's walk our hands to the right, getting some lateral flexion, a side stretch. So walk your hands as far to the right hand without lifting the hips up. Try to keep them grounded down and try to lower both shoulders towards the mat. Breathe as you find the side stretch. Allow yourself to relax, releasing any tension, finding peace. Continue to connect with the breath. Deep inhale. Long exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Walk your hands to center and then gently walk them to the left. Trying to find that side stretch on the other side, bringing your hips down, trying to keep them level, softening the shoulders, allowing the arms to feel supported by the ground. Forehead is on the mat. Breath is gently circulating through your body. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And let it go. Walk your hands back to center. Shift your weight forward, lifting your hips up, bringing them forward, then down, then releasing your elbows to the mat. Returning to Sphinx Pose. Now this time I'd like you to push the right hand into the mat, lifting the right elbow up and twisting your torso slightly to the right. So lift the right elbow only, finding a half seal pose, a little gentle twist in our back. Try to soften the shoulders as you're in this. And then bring the right elbow down to the mat. Push the left hand into the mat as you lift the left elbow up and slightly turn your torso to the left, finding half seal, a little twist in your back bend, very gentle and mild. Just enjoy it, breathe into it. And release the left elbow to the mat. Lift both elbows up as you push your hands into the mat. Perhaps you want to walk your hands back a little bit, coming into seal pose. Make sure you're softening your shoulders here. Gaze is forward. Don't hyperextend your neck. Stay soft. Opening your heart. Stretching your spine. Then release your elbows down to the mat. Walk your hands back so the right outside of your chest and push the mat away, lifting your hips up and back, coming back into child's pose. Now from child's pose, slightly lift your hips, just enough to lift your elbows up off the mat. Thread your right arm under your left arm. So the top of the hand is on the mat. Bring your right shoulder and right ear down to the mat. Now sit your hips back and down, coming into this threaded child's pose. Continue to send the breath wherever it needs to be, allowing each part of your body to relax more and more and let go. Slowly lift your hips. Unthread your right arm, bring it out in front. Now thread your left arm under your right. Bring your left ear, left shoulder down to the mat. Sit your hips back and down, coming into threaded child's pose. If the hips don't come all the way down, that's okay. You can be in a threaded needle pose that's closer to tabletop position. Just try to find the twist in your spine and try to keep your hips neutral so that they're squared either to the front of the room or down upon your hips or upon your heels. Then gently lift your hips and unthread your arms, coming into tabletop. Move your knees so that they're hips width distance. Shoulders are right over wrists and hips are right over your knees. On your inhale, drop your belly, lift your gaze, coming into cow. On your exhale, round your spine for cat. Inhale, take your cow. Exhale for cat. Inhale, take your cow. Exhale, cat pose. Come to neutral. In tabletop position, keep your hips exactly where they are, but start to walk your hands forward on the mat. And when you feel the need, release the elbows down to the mat. Then bring the forehead down, coming into puppy pose. Hips are still right over the knees. You'll find yourself getting into the upper back here. Breathe into it and allow yourself to melt down into the mat, bringing those armpits closer and closer. The chest comes closer to the mat. Perhaps you can bring the bottom of the chin to the mat, bringing your chest even closer. Then push the mat away with your forehead so that you can walk your hands back a little bit, lifting your elbows, and then walk your hands all the way back, coming into tabletop. Drop your belly, look up for cow, and round your spine and look down for cat. Inhale, finding cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, drop your belly, look up. And exhale, round your spine as you gaze at your navel. Good. Come to neutral tabletop. Tuck your toes under. Lift your kneecaps up and then push your hips up and back for down dog. Let's walk our dogs a little here. Bend the right knee. And then extend the right leg, bending the left knee. And let's switch. Keep the breath moving. Inhale. And exhale, switch. Inhale as your right knee bends. Exhale, bend the left knee. Inhale, switch. And exhale, switch. Inhale. And exhale. Let's bend both of our knees now. Tilt that tailbone high up towards the sky and really try to push your chest down near your thighs. Now keeping this tilt of your spine, keeping it long, finding that extension. Try to lower your heels towards the mat. Continue to breathe. Good. Bend both of your knees, look forward, and gently step to the top of the mat. Hands coming in, feet coming in between the hands. Take a forward fold. Let the head go. Bend the knees slightly deeper than you would normally so that you can bring the hands to the mat and let your head hang really heavy. Maybe nod yes or no a few times, allowing the spine to release, allowing the neck to release. And then with each breath, perhaps finding a little more length in the spine as you start to straighten those legs a little bit more. Keep the weight shifted forward into the balls of your feet. On your inhale, lengthen your spine, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise to stand with a flat back with your arms coming overhead. Exhale, stay here. Inhale, look up, slight back bend. Exhale, bring your arms down by your sides. So good. Inhale, bring your arms overhead. Exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, halfway lift, look forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to stand with a flat back, arms come overhead, slight back bend. Exhale, rise to stand without the back bend. Lift your right knee up and shoot the right foot to the back of the mat, coming into Crescent Lunge. Left foot is forward, left knee is bent, right leg is straight. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center and then twist your torso to the left. Try to hook the right elbow on the outside of the left knee, finding your twist in Crescent Pose. Perhaps stay here, or perhaps open your arms up. Left arm pointed toward the ceiling, right arm towards the floor. Opening the twist, perhaps getting a little deeper. Keep breathing. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale, hands come back to prayer. Inhale, untwist your torso, bring your arms overhead. Exhale. Inhale, slight back bend as you look up. Hold it here, take a breath. Inhale, lift your torso up. Straighten your left leg. Spin your right heel to the mat so the right toes turn outward slightly. Exhale, hinge forward, coming into pyramid pose. Hands come to the mat, framing the left foot. Perhaps you can bring the forehead down to the knee. Try to keep a long spine here. Continue to let the breath move freely through your body as you inhale and exhale deeply. Then press your right hand into the mat on the inside of your left foot. As you lift your left arm to the sky, twisting your torso, opening to the left. One more deep breath here. And release your left hand to the mat. Pivot onto the ball of your right foot. Bend your left knee and step your right foot forward to meet your left foot. Take a forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to stand as you bring your arms overhead. Exhale, hold it here. Inhale, slight back bend, look up. Exhale, bring your torso back up, keep your arms lifted. On your inhale, bring your left knee up. Exhale, shoot it to the back of the mat, coming into Crescent Lunge. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. And then let's take a twist to the right. Try and hook the left elbow on the outside of the right knee if you can. Staying in our twisted Crescent Lunge. And perhaps if you want, extending the arms, opening them up. Right arm pointing towards the ceiling, the left hand pointing towards the ground. maybe finding more depth in the twist. As you breathe, inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more inhale. Exhale, hands come back to prayer if they're open. And then untwist your body. Bring your arms overhead. Hold here and then take a back bend. Look up at the ceiling. Inhale here. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale, lift the torso back up to neutral. Good. Straighten the right leg. Spin the back toes outward so you can lower that left heel to the mat. Extend through your spine and then bow forward on your exhale. Bringing your hands to the mat, framing your right foot, pyramid pose. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Keep your spine long here. Inhale and exhale. Plant your left palm on the mat, on the inside of your right foot. Start to twist your torso open to the right as you raise your right arm up, right hand pointing at the ceiling, finding the twist in your revolved pyramid pose. Breathing deeply, inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more inhale here. Exhale, return the right hand to the mat. Pivot onto the ball of your back foot. Bend your right knee. Step your left foot forward to meet your right. Take a forward fold. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to stand with a flat back. Arms come overhead. Stay here on your exhale. And then inhale, slight back bend, look up. And then come to neutral. Keep your arms overhead. Sit your hips back and down, coming into chair. Wrap your ribs in here and point your tailbone towards the mat. Keep the weight into the heels here. And breathe. Inhale. And exhale. In and out. Breath in. Breath out. Can you lift your heels up here and come onto your toes? Just try it. And then slowly lower your hips down onto your heels. Stay here for a moment, feeling that lift, and release your heels onto the mat, bringing your hips down with it. Roll back down onto the mat. Bring your feet and your knees, hips with distance. Slowly start to roll up from the base of your spine, through the bottom of your back, mid-back, coming into bridge. Lift the hips up nice and high. Try to stack the knees over the ankles. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more inhale. Exhale, release, rolling down gently to the mat. Extend your left leg on the mat. Bring your right knee into your chest. Grab the outside of the right knee with the left hand and extend your right arm out to the right, either all the way or in cactus or goalpost, as you pull that right knee across your body to the left, finding a twist. Trying to melt the right shoulder onto the mat. Twisting our spines, breathing into the stretch. And return to neutral. Come to center. Extend the right leg on the mat and bend the left knee in towards your chest. Grab the outside of the left knee with the right hand as you extend your left arm out to the side, either all the way long or cactus or goalposting it if you don't have a ton of space. And then pull the left knee across your body to the right. Finding the spinal twist, melting that left shoulder into the mat. Come back to center. Release the left leg on the mat. Open the feet up so they're as wide as the mat, perhaps a little bit wider. Make it really accessible. Open your arms out by your sides, palms face up. Relax the shoulder blades. Melt the entire backside of your body onto the floor. Just let gravity do its job. Let it all go. Close your eyes. Become aware of your breath now. If you're breathing pretty deeply or you've developed a breathing pattern for the practice, just let it go. Just return to a neutral, natural, easy breath. Make sure you're not holding any tension in your abdomen. Just let that go. Let it go. Let it go from your hips. Let it go from your legs. Let any tension go. Just breathe and let go. Finding our final resting pose, Shavasana. Slowly return to the room. Return to this cognizance in your body. Perhaps just noticing the rise and fall of your chest as you breathe. Perhaps moving your fingers or your toes. Perhaps slightly bending your knees. Bring the soles of your feet to the mat. Hands come on top of your heart. And gently roll to the left side. Moving into fetal pose, the hands can come under your head like a pillow. Keeping the eyes closed. Bring the hands to the floor in front of you. Gently push up to a seated position that feels good in your body at this moment. Allow your hands to fall wherever they may naturally rest. And maybe return to the intention you set at the beginning of your practice. And just reflect upon it. Decide whether you need to hold on to that intention or let it go. Inhale, bring your arms overhead. Palms come to touch. Exhale. Bring your hands down in front of your heart center. Thank you for sharing your practice with us today. Namaste.